Oh my gosh. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Celestial bright day. I don't know what to tell y'all, but nah. Tell me how I recorded an episode yesterday. Right? And my stupid ass forgot to disconnect my Bluetooth from my shit. So, it just sounds like, it just sounds bad. It sounds bad. And I really didn't want to re-record this shit. I didn't even notice that it was connected until like halfway through. And then I just kept going. Because I'm like, maybe new phone, who this? You know what I'm saying? It might sound better. I was just kind of venting last night and just meditating on the thoughts, plural, that I've had. And I just kind of wanted to express myself, like, I'm constantly thinking about how to fix myself in a situation that does not only involve me. Like, it takes two to tango, 133.53. I'm saying. Oh, I got shit. It takes two to tango, like, period, point blank. It takes two to tango, like. So it's like, yeah, I could fix myself and wanting to fix myself and want to better myself. And absolutely, I'm currently doing that shit. But in a situation that I feel like I could have done better or could be better at it, it really doesn't matter because that situation's over. And I'm by myself. Like, I can give a fuck more if that person was here with me or trying to make an effort with me or whatever, then I'll give a fuck. But I don't give a fuck. Like, and that's why I'm in my selfish era right now where I don't really give a fuck about nobody else, because the shit be blowing me and be like, oh, Leah, can you please talk to them? Can you please show up for da? Okay, cool, I could do that. But it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nobody does that shit for me. And I'm not even the type of person to tit for tat. But it's always, I gotta bring it up when there's times like this where I'm being selfish, and it's just like, I don't really want to do that, or I don't have the energy to do that shit for that person. Like, I need to use that shit for myself. Yeah, well, you could do both. Yeah, well, bitch, do you check on me? Then we can know if I do both. Do you know? Do you know my everyday? No, the fuck you don't. You just assume that I be holding all that shit together. You assume that I have this much strength to pour out into everybody at every fucking angle every single time. I don't, nigga. I have to be selfish in order to reward myself, because there's nobody calling me, hey, I just wanted to check on you and see how your day's going, how you doing, Nobody does that shit. Something happens to me, then I call you. Let's be fucking for real. I call you. And man, I happen to just say, oh yeah, or you ask me a question and I be like, oh yeah, a couple of days ago, Then you're like, holy fuck, da. Yeah, bitch, if you would have called, maybe if you would have called every once in a fucking blue moon, you wouldn't be so shocked every time. Maybe you would be up to date, my nigga. But you don't. Alright? You only call when you need something. And therefore, I couldn't give a fuck. Because I need something, and nobody's willingly giving it to me. So I have to willingly give it to myself and not you. So I'm gonna be selfish, nigga. And when I can redeem my grace again to myself and be able to offer to others, then I'll come back and be like, oh, how can I help? But at this moment, I don't really give a fuck. Like, don't be sitting here asking me for shit. If you can't do that shit for yourself, if your family can't do that shit for yourself, if your close friends can't do that shit for you, don't even think about coming this way, my nigga. And for most of y'all, I am your close family. I'm sorry to fucking tell y'all, but when the fuck was the last time you picked up the phone and called me for real? All right. And if I didn't pick up that day, did you think to send me a text? Did you think to call back a couple days later, the next day? Oh, okay. our care factors are completely different. That's why I could be the way I can be, because I know when I give a fuck and I care for you as a person, I'm 100% in, 110, 130, 40, 50. Like, I put my whole being into that shit, nigga. My whole foot in the pot. Like, I know I do. And I give you way more of myself than I give myself of me. Like, that's why I can be selfish, and I have a right to be selfish, because ain't nobody doing that shit for me. Nobody's doing that shit in return. So I couldn't really give a fuck. Like, you know, that's really... and that's really what I was trying to chant last night with the moon and the stars and the wind and everything. Like, my heart is split into two, where it's like, I want to give a fuck. I completely wholeheartedly want to give a fuck, bro. I want to love so hard. But it's like, I know when I do that, I don't get shit back in return. I don't even get 50% back in return. And I'm not trying to drain myself, because this time right now for me is crucial to have all the love that I could possibly give, and I mean all the love that I deserve, so I could thrive in the environment I need to thrive in. And once I thriving in that environment, then I can give to whoever else needs it, whatever the fuck else. Like, you know. Nobody wants to understand that. Nobody even wants to have an inkling of understanding to that. So I don't really give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck, you know. Because I know what I portray. I know what I give out. And for a while, you know, this dirty blood clot boy had me twisted the fuck up in how my character was displayed, you know, because the dirty boy want to project his notion and his perception of me onto myself. Like, bitch, I know I didn't give you none of that energy. I know I didn't. You projecting, bitch, because you got shit going on within yourself, and you're trying to see me as the maker of your demise, and I'm not, my nigga. I never was. Stop fucking playing with me, for real. 708. Okay? And I had to learn myself that I never gave that energy. I never projected that shit. That's not who the fuck I am. Like, I don't know why I let this little dirty blood clot boy come in for me in my head and come twist up things and carry on and go on. So, no, blood clot. No, sir. Because, you know, and people in my active daily life, my day-to-day life, they treat me with such kindness because I give them such kindness. I give them such grace, you know? And I didn't even realize that until, like, this lady just giving me gifts. And I literally teared the fuck up because she gave me her last gift. She's leaving. And I'm like, why? You know, like, in my head, I'm like, why am I so deserving of all these gifts? Like, why do you feel like I'm so deserving of these gifts? And it's just because of my kindness. Just because I showed true kindness to her. And she just needed that. That shit made me tear up. Like, literally cry. I don't give a fuck. It's about to make me tear up again. Like, because it's just like, wow, like, I think I'm not even giving you enough. I think I'm giving you the bare minimum of my kindness because I'm so drained the fuck out and trying to preserve and reserve shit for me when I'm done with this, you know? But I'm still doing enough, and it's such enough that somebody recognizes it and someone can give toward me because they recognize my little effort of kindness. You know, it's so massive to me. 838. It's so massive to me. So it's like, wow, you know, all this time I've been harboring and carrying what other people's feelings and negative thoughts toward me are, and I've been almost displaying and portraying that character, you know, that evil, nasty character that people project onto me, like, oh, you're not nice, or da-da-da-da, or you're mad mean, da-da-da. And it's like, pause for the pool. I gotta go re-up today, because nah, nigga, this ain't it. And it's like, yeah, I can agree that, and I can attest to that. I am mean as fuck too. I'm mean as fuck. I'm disrespectful as fuck. I'm nasty as fuck. I could get that way absolutely. But the thing about me, bitch, and I'm gonna say it loud and proud, 939, bitch. The thing about me, bitch, I will never get that way off rip. Like, I will not just come into the room and be. And if I am, I will definitely apologize for my actions and my behaviors, because I know that you yourself are not the reason why I am this way. I would definitely apologize to you in my actions and my behaviors, 100%. 10 on 2 1002, nigga. Yes, the fuck I will. Okay, I definitely will apologize, like, because I now have the conscious right to fully understand that everything is coming from within me. So I don't really have any right to be mad at anybody else. Like, I can be, but what the fuck does that really do but fuel my anger even further? So, yeah. It doesn't make sense. You know? But, and it's not even excusable, but you know how I just literally told you how someone just kept gifting me gifts just because I just showed my kindness as natural as it was. So it's like, if I'm being nasty, disrespectful, insubordinate, whatever the fuck you wanna display or choose to characterize me as, please recognize what the fuck you did to me. Because I just told you how somebody I never met before truly just kept gifting me every single time I've seen her, because I've just been naturally kind to her. So if I'm nasty and rude and disrespectful and I'm a monster to you, then you need to reflect on what the fuck you've done as well. You need to reflect on the part that you played in this scenario, because it takes two to tango, baby. It takes two to tango, and that's really just what's been on my mind. Like, yeah, I played my part, which way it went. I could have been nasty. I could have been nice as fuck. I played my part to what I felt was necessary to give in the environment, in the situation. If you didn't like that, you could definitely come the fuck back. Because I had motherfuckers come back and be like, Leah, I miss you so much. I'm so sorry. Like, I understand now. Like, I get it. Like, I'm so sorry. Yes, bitch, because I display exactly who the fuck I am. I don't ever fold on my character. All right? And I stay true to my shit. 10 toes. Pause. For the pull. So whichever which way you want to lean toward, or whichever which way you want to recognize and characterize me as, that's your prerogative. Like, I'm not gonna fix shit with your vision unless you want it to be fixed. Okay? All I can do for you, baby boy, baby girl, all I could do for you is be who the fuck I am and continue to work through my shit and be better of. Okay, that's all I could do for you, because that's all I could do for myself. That's as much as I can give for myself. So I'm not gonna give you more than and give myself. I'm not gonna give you more than what I'm giving. I'm talking so fast. I'm not gonna give you more than what I'm giving to myself. It's just not gonna happen. Like, and that's the era I'm in. Like, I'm done doing that shit. I would overpour into other people and give them my fucking lifeline, and watch myself die on the ground, and watch that same person I gave my life to walk the fuck away, watching me die on the ground. They see me reaching out, movie style. I've been shot, hand in the air, help me. They see that shit, and they will turn the fuck around and walk the fuck away with my lifespan in their hands. Like, I'm just done doing that shit. I'm so done doing that shit, because I'm so done getting tired of being on the floor asking for help and no help comes to me. I have to help myself. I'm tired of that shit. So I'm in my selfish era. You want something to be done with me? You want to fix, reconcile shit with me? You have to play your part, nigga. Play your part. Recognize the part you played. All right? Because I will never accept nothing else. I embody the word truth. I embody the being of truth. I embody it so much so I live every step and preach every word to it. Okay? And I'm going to say the same prayer I said last night. Amen. I am my whole being. Like, hold on. I gotta meditate on this. I will fulfill the heart of others when my heart is full, overfilled. When my heart is full, I will fulfill the heart of others. I will speak whatever needs to be said if my heart is not fulfilled, I will then project the knowledge that needs to be done and seen when it is lacking thereof. I will project and perceive the notions that I will naturally as who I am and for and who I am, if that makes sense to you. And I will give it to those who are also boundless in their endeavors, boundless in their connections. And we will be grounded to our being and who we are as a whole. We will not be swayed by someone else's notions anymore. We will trust the fact that this is who I am in solidarity, wholeheartedness, speaking to you of the being and of such, so much love. I see you in that same light that I see myself. And I will give to you what I give to myself and to others as well. And I love you. And I just want you back. That is the truth. You know, and it's okay if you don't feel the same. It's okay if you don't feel the same in the moment. It's okay if you still don't feel the same. You know, just keep working on it, and the time will come. The time will only come if you let it come to you, if you choose it to be so. It's so hard to forgive. Like, it's so hard. It's such a massive thing to do. How do I forgive this person for what I feel like was done so wrong to me? For treachery, nigga. How do I forgive treachery? You know, back in the day, we cutting niggas' heads off. We burning them. We're burying them alive. That's how we dealt with such severe pain done to our hearts and our being and our centers and our outermost I had the word, but it lost me. And our outermost protection, right? Like, that's what we've done. We just killed. We just killed those who went against us. And it's like, how do you forgive that? How do you forgive that person's nature and being them and who they are? You can forgive them when they come back to you to make amends. When they come back to you and they speak differently, they talk differently, they show differently, they project differently, they have apologized to you in whatever which manner it may have been done. Because if you know your being and you know that it only went to the other side of your heart because of another being's actions or projections or ways or speech or whatever the fuck it was, then that being, in order to come back to you, has to recognize that behavior. And if they recognize that behavior for real, they're going to apologize, whether it be for you, but it's mainly for themselves, because they're apologizing for the fact that they even showed and displayed that behavior to you. It's not really apologize for you, although it is at the same time, but it's really because of the fact that that behavior was displayed and shown. You know? So that's where your heart can be in forgiveness. When someone comes to you and actually recognizes you and actually accepts you, that's where your heart can be like, okay, I can forgive you for you as well. I can accept you, and I can recognize you as well, you know? And that doesn't say that, oh, you always have to wait on that person to pull up to you. Like, no, if you feel like you done wrong to that person, if you feel like you are owed or you owe them some shit, man the fuck up, put your drawers on, nigga, the same way you do every morning, every night. Man the fuck up and go to that person and say what you need to say, right? We just said the prayer together. We're going to speak on whatever needs to be said in notion of for myself and onto others. Like, come on. Be true in yourself. Be true in your being. Whatever you feel like you are, whatever you feel like you give off, whatever you're trying to give off, you know, whatever you want people to see you as, That's who the fuck you play into. Whatever you want to be known as, seen as, believed as, that is who the fuck you play to. If you want someone to believe who you are, then you need to believe who the fuck you are. You need to believe who you are. You need to believe who you are. You want me to believe you? I need you to believe you. And then we could talk about it. Then we could move forward if we want to. Or you could be left where the fuck you at. You know? Because if that's who you are, saying that you are, then shit, I may not agree. But I can still accept you, just not agree. You know? And vice versa, babes. Like, whatever I'm saying to those and others, it's always a vice versa. We are a reflection of each other. So whatever is being done to us is we're most likely giving it back. You know, it just may be in a different term, a different style, a different, I was going to say era. Whatever the fuck be coming to my head. So don't be sitting there thinking, oh, that motherfucker need to come to me. Because if you are saying it like that and those are your feelings coming out, then more than likely you need to go to that motherfucker and say what the fuck is good and apologize. You know? Straight up. I'm in a space where it's like, I know I don't need to be moving toward nobody's ass because I'm always the one to reach out. I'm always the one to be like, I'm sorry, please help. Like, come on. I'm always the loving hand. I'm always the loving hand. And where I'm at right now, it's like, I'm tired of that shit because it's always taken advantage of. Always. Like I said, I'm always left on the floor dying, scraping out, hand bleeding. Hello, hand on the heart, bleeding, reaching out, you looking at me and walking the fuck away. Cool. That's always me. I'm tired of being that person, like, but I'm not going to be the person that walks away either. I'm just going to be the person that, you know, I'm going to come to you, see you dying, bleeding. Ooh, let me call 911. You know what I'm saying? Let me call the ambulance. Let me call everybody that needs to help, that is willing to come get you. Let me call them and make sure you all right. Then I'm going to walk the fuck away because you don't need me, gang. Everybody else got you. They got you. You in good hands. You don't need me. And personally, I don't really need that. Okay? That's who I'm going to project to be in my being. And that's who I feel like I always came across in my being and who I am. I'm not saying I'm always right. I'm not saying I always lead correctly. You know? And y'all hear me say that in almost every other episode. I don't say that shit. I know I'm not always right. What the fuck? I know my behaviors are all the way the fuck left, and they're more than likely never need to be done and never need to be expressed in the way that I do. You know, I have heavy anger issues, and I'm still trying to control that shit, even though it's massively controlled, but it's not perfect. You know, it's not, and I still get into stupid ass shit because of my anger issues. Like literally a couple days ago. Okay, I'm actively speaking with a fucking cast on my hand because of my anger issues. Like, it's so stupid. You know, it's so stupid. And I fucked up more shit. And I talk about that shit so much within myself. I get so angry, you see? It projects out of me naturally because of blah, 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 blah. The history of me. That's it, because of the history of me. But the ripple effect of that causation, bro, is, I talk about it so much. Like, it's always a snowball effect. I tell it to everybody else. I tell it to myself. But, you know, you just have your times. And really, I'm just blaming this to that. I just had a bad fucking day. Like, I just had a bad day. And I made the bad day 10 times worse. And I'm still feeling the ripple effects of that fucking bad day. Like, the cast on my hand, my things, shit going on my job, like all that shit. And just like, why did I fuck up myself? Because I could have been chilling, you know, like I literally planned out my time to be in this moment right now, to just be chilling, like not worried about shit. Instead, I let that bad day take control of me, and now I let the bad day turn into bad weeks, you know. I'm just not going to let it turn into bad months. I'm not going to let it get that far. I'm going to let the bad day be bad day. I'm going to let the bad week be bad week. Like, it is what it is, you know? That's where I'm at. And that's me that's my testament, not a testament to showing that I'm controlling my behaviors and I'm controlling my actions and my thoughts and my words and everything else. I'm trying so hard, you know. But it's also shows that I do have an issue. I do have a fucking app, do have a problem, because it didn't have to be here. It didn't have to get this way, you know. And that's the forgiveness, bro. And that's what makes shit so hard. Because you're not just forgiving someone off of one thing in your life that one time it happened. You're forgiving that person every fucking time. And I have to talk about it like this because it's burning me right now. Because I'm that type of person where I can hold a grudge if like, I definitely can hold the grudge to the day I die, you know. Cancer gang, that's who we are, you know. I could hold a grudge to the day I die, but then evidently, like, eventually in my life, like, I just let that shit go because me and only speaking for me, I have that full heart at all times. Like, I just can't have hate in my heart for a long time. And naturally, that's just not who I am. I just can't hold that shit. So I'm gonna eventually let it go, and I'm always make amends because I just can't hold hate in my heart like for a long time. I can't, like, I can depending on the situation, but then I always let that shit go because I just can't. Like, I can't die with that shit, bro. That's just Leah. Like, that's just Leah. But yeah, you have to forgive that person at every single moment because they're gonna fuck up again. They're gonna do it again. Okay, it's a habitual nature that's built into them. But you can always forgive that person if they consistently show you that, damn, I fucked up. I'm sorry I fucked up. I seen it. I know it happened. All right, let me restart. Let me try again. Let me try something different because what I am trying is you know, let me try something different. Let me try again. That is where you can consistently forgive someone. When you see that they are acknowledging themselves, their behaviors and their actions, and they are actively trying to make an effort day by day, minute by minute, into correcting that action, behavior, and thoughts and prayers. You know? When I say prayers, I mean words that are bespoken onto another or bespoken onto yourself. You know, guys, I'm doing better. Speaking. I'm doing better with my speaking. Maybe because I'm more consciously aware that a lot of people that I know listen to me now. So I definitely have to be very fucking articulate. Or I sound like a dumbass, you know? And thanks for your patience. But yeah, you can forgive someone when someone is actively displaying that they are fixing themselves. They want to fix themselves. And blah, 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 blah. And you know, that's where the forgiveness can come in. And that's when you're not looking like a dumbass. And you're just giving someone love. That's love. I'm sorry to break it to you guys. But the act of forgiveness consistently, right? Because everything is consistent. You have to be consistent. Okay? All right. Yeah, yes, sir. That's what a habit is. It's the consistent flow of nature. Is whether it's a good habit or a bad habit. It depends on you. It dawns on you. Okay. Anyways, when you're consistent in your forgiveness, you're consistent in your you know, when you're consistent in the act of giving, and you're consistent in the act of your kindness in whatever which way that may mean to you, right? When you're consistent in your kindness, whatever which way that may mean to you, that's an act of love. When you're consistently forgiving someone and they are consistently showing you that I'm trying to change, I'm trying to break this shit, I'm trying to do better, that's love. So you can't dismiss someone because, oh, they fucked up the first 5 times. They fucked up the first 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. They're going to keep fucking up until they're going to get it right. But you can only bring weight to someone and harbor whatever you want to harbor to someone if they are actively showing you that they don't give a fuck, that I don't care. This is how I am, and I'm not going to change nothing about shit because I don't need to. And stay away from those motherfuckers. The motherfuckers that say I don't need to change shit about myself. Stay away from them hoes. Those are some scary ass niggas. Those niggas would make you drown. They will watch you drown. They will watch you die. They will probably pull the trigger themselves. Okay? Stay away from them motherfuckers. The motherfuckers that say, I don't have nothing to change about myself. I don't need to change shit. Goodbye. Because you're on the wrong podcast. I'm not going to lie to you. You're on the wrong fucking fuck. Like, no. Goodbye. Hello? Yeah. And I be subbing motherfuckers sometimes, most of the time. Because what I'm talking about is active in my life. You know? I always speak actively what's going on in my life. So if I'm speaking on a situation, then you're a part of that situation, ma'am, sir. And reflect on your own behaviors, baby boy, baby girl. Because this is me reflecting on mine. Yeah? Yeah. Let's get it together. I know I be jumping from here and there and then and there, but I just be speaking through wisdom and God. You know, I just be talking. And this was just the actual talk of my thoughts. Like, I just needed to get out whatever I'm feeling so I can continue with what I need to do and what I'm doing. Right? Because my thoughts and my feelings, the negative thoughts, the negative feelings, the weighted thoughts, the weighted feelings hold me back, my nigga. Hold me down, and I be here for days, weeks, months thinking about this shit. And because I didn't get my feelings out and I harbored it, it made me angry. I mean, because it made me angry, it got me into this position with the fucking cast in my hand and the weeks I have to wait. Like, you know, it's so dumb because I didn't want to let out my feelings because I kept ignoring it. Pause for the poll. Because I have a bad behavior, sidebar. I have a bad behavior of lighting this fucking blunt and watching this shit burn in my hand. I'm not gonna lie. I take like 3-4 pulls and that whole blunt would be gone. Because I just be letting it burn for real. It's like an incense, nigga. But because I didn't let out my feelings and I was just so angry that I even had these feelings, you know? Like, why do I feel bad? Why do I feel torn about something that shouldn't even matter to me? I don't give a fuck about it, you know? It's not my doing. Like, what the fuck do I have to do? Or, you know, what do I have to do to let go of this shit so I can be okay? What the fuck needs to happen to me? This needs to happen to me. It happened. And that shit really made me wake the fuck up. I'm not gonna lie. But even that, it's like, why do I have to be in these predicaments, these situations, these harboring, crippling situations for me to wake up and realize, why do I have to do this to myself, you know? And that's why I'm here right now speaking to y'all, because it's like, bro, I did not have to go through none of this shit. I did not have to go through none of this shit and face all these fucking consequences, all this backlash for some dumb shit that I did. Like, I didn't even have to go in the why, bro. Just because, like, I was mad at how I was feeling. I have my feelings because they're real. They're real. They're real as fuck to me. And I am mad that I have real feelings. I'm mad as hell because it didn't turn out the way I thought it was going to be. That's why I'm angry. Because I'm more so angry because, like, I feel like that person just lied about their being and lied about who they was. And for me, a person who embodies truth and tries to live in truth. And this isn't just a now thing, nigga. This isn't just a in my 20s just woke the fuck up thing. This was when I started to hit double digits, okay? I was always made out to be a liar whether I was telling the truth or not. So it just made me be like, okay, I'm going to just tell the truth because it doesn't matter if I'm telling the truth because you're still going to think I'm a liar. So ever since I was a child, like, you know, it's been embedded in me to, like, just tell the truth because it doesn't matter if you lie or not, you know. But anyways, a little background on that. So I feel so fucked up and you know, dumb. I feel dumb as fuck to have real life feelings for someone who just straight up lied to me. Who straight up just, you know, it kills me. And it hurts my heart so bad, but it is what it is. It's my truth. Like, yeah, that shit was real as fuck to me. Like, whatever, bro. But One thing about me, I'm not gonna stick on something that doesn't do right for me. I'm not. I will walk the fuck away gladly. Hello, nigga. Before you finish a sentence, I'm on the doorknob, shit packed in hand. Like, I don't play that shit. When I feel like that shit is not doing right for me, when I feel like you're taking me down, nigga, and you're not trying to bring me up, like, you know, it's a difference if we're both drowning and we're both trying to swim to safety and help each other at the same time. That's different. Like, but I feel like I'm drowning and you right next to me and you watching me drown. Yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here, nigga. I'm gonna go save myself because clearly you're saving yourself. Clearly you're good, right? I'm watching you be good as I'm drowning, and you know I'm drowning. We both see I'm drowning, but you don't give a fuck because you good. I got that. That's that. You know, you're in your selfish era, but you're selfless. Like, I mean, not selfless. You're selfish as fuck. You're being selfish as fuck. Okay, you have to be selfless. Is what I mean to say. You have to be selfless, where you can be about yourself, all about yourself, but you can give that same self to others. That's being selfless. You're giving yourself to others. Being selfish is mean you're withholding yourself from others. You're all about yourself. Like, please recognize the difference. I know they're very fucking tricky. English is a pain in the ass. But please recognize the difference. You know, even me, myself, I had to recognize that difference. Actively speaking, you know. Let's recognize, let me talk about it as a whole. Let us recognize the difference. Like, selfish and being selfless, please. It makes a big difference in how we treat ourselves and how we treat each other. You know. For real. So that's all I really wanted to say. But I'm not gonna feel bad for feeling how I feel anymore, because it just does worse for me in my life. It brings heaviness into my life. I feel how I feel. I love the person I love, and that's that. It is what it is. That person doesn't feel the same, doesn't love me back. It is what it is. Like, I'm neutral about everything. I'm completely content in everything. I don't really have regrets, for real. I do have some flashbacks, you know, Throwback Thursdays. I have some winces, you know. It makes me feel a type of regrettable behavior, but fuck it, it's already done. Like, you can't really regret it because it's already done. It already happened. Fuck it. It is what it is. Like, you already lived through it, so it doesn't make sense to regret anything, you know. That's how you live with no regrets. And that's how you live with no regrets. You just reflect back on it like, ugh, shit, I should not have done that. And now you are in that person saying, I'm not going to do that again. Hell to the fuck no. You know. But it already happened. You got to accept that part. That's how you live with no regrets. It already happened. Like, fuck, it's ugly. I'm not going to do it again. Hell no. That ain't me. You know, change your behavior and act upon the changed behavior, and recognize that you did do it. You did. Fuck it. That's not you anymore. And move forward in that stance. Just be the most wholesome person you could be. Like, I promise you, it will never fail. You will newer fail. I promise to God. There will be instances where you do fail. Don't get it confused, nigga. That's why I have to articulate more and be more verbal and expressive. Yeah, I was fingering that bitch. Hold on. Yes. You will never fail in a sense where, like, your life will not be a failure. You know, like, your life will not be a failure. You will get the things you want. You will perceive the things that you want to perceive. Like, it will happen for you 100,000%. If that is what you portray in your life, if that's how you live your life, it will happen to you. Emphasis on that's how you live your life. You have to put the action into the notion, into the thoughts, into the feeling that you're giving off and what you want. Then everything will work out for you abso-fucking-lutely, because that is your truth. All right? Hello? That is your truth. So it's going to project as that. You will fumble. You will fumble. And the times that you fumble is because you're not being honest with yourself. Right? That's the truth, nigga. It's because you're not being honest with yourself. What did I just say to y'all? I'm here in this position suffering the snowball effect of my actions because I wasn't being honest with myself. I was angry because I wasn't being honest with myself. I was mad because I do still feel the way I feel. My feelings haven't changed. I still feel, ultimately, so you see, I still don't even want to say it, but I still ultimately feel in love. I do feel in love. I do. And I'm just mad at myself for feeling those feelings for someone who's not fucking here. You know, they're still alive, actively, hopefully, presently, I believe, you know, as I've seen them recently, but they're just not here with me feeling the feelings that I feel. So that's what was pissing me the fuck off. That it's been so long without this person and been so long without hearing no contact, no nothing, you know, with this person. And I still feel the same way I feel. What the fuck? But that's how true I know I am being to myself and to other people. And I love that about me, because as much as it sucks and it's shitty, it is the truth. And because I display my truth, I have people come back to me after years of not speaking, and they're like, Lee, I miss you so much. Like, I remember your kindness. Like, your kindness sticks with me, like how you moved and what you did for me. And I'd be sitting here thinking like, damn, like, what did I do? What did I do in your life that was such an impact that you remember that shit? Like, you know, for me, I feel like if I didn't really save your life for real, I didn't really do shit for you. But that's not true, you know? And I just recently had people come back to me after years of not speaking, and nothing happened, no bad falling out. You know, life just takes us different places. And that's what they tell me all the time. They're just like, it's just your kindness. Like, your kindness just impacted me. Your kindness showed me that love exists, and that it exists in many different forms and many different manners. And it's okay to love within myself, and it's okay to let others love with me because of what I shown them. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, you know, like, obviously they didn't say that word for word, but I can completely translate their meanings and what the words that they do say to me. And it's so heartfelt because I'm like, damn, like, to me, I'm just being who I am, you know, wholeheartedly. I'm just being who I am. Like, that's just who I am. And I only display that character and that being is because I always lacked that love. And I always wanted someone to give that shit to me. And whether someone's giving it to me or not, I still want to display that onto other people, because if I lacked in it so much, and I know so many people around me in friendships and relationships that I've had lacking it so much, what harm am I doing in giving it to people for free 99, you know? and in my natural being, whether I come across them for 5 seconds or 5 minutes or 5 hours, whatever, what harm is it doing for me to give that love? Like, I just want to give that love because that's who I want to display, and that's what I want back. Hell fucking yeah, nigga. Yeah, I want that shit back. That's why I'm alone, because I'm not going to allow no less into my life, because I know I'm going to overfill your cup, and mine is going to constantly run empty, and that's not okay for either of us. For either of us, it's not okay. So I know I'm going to get the fuck up and leave that situation if I need to, because I need the love that I give to you. I need it. Like, I need the love that I give to you. If I don't have it, then I'm gone. All right? Or I'm going to be very fucking distant with you. Absolutely. But I'm always going to be present, because the love that I display is a never-ending love. It is an everlasting love. And I love that is actually what I give off, because I just told you, people from years have come back and still have that love for me. And it's like, damn, because I gave you that love. And I love that. And I'm just so happy that, you know, my character does show and display exactly what the fuck I'm giving off. I just have to control and display better efforts into the other side of me. The demonic side of me that I've been speaking on this season, you know. I'm becoming way more aware of what she actually does for me and what she actually means for me. That unholy dark side of me, you know. And everything is a yin and yang. Yo, come on, guys. Is this shit not about spirituality? Because every time I make something and I say something and I post it out there, it comes back tenfold. And if y'all been keeping up and following me, bro, you feeling what I'm feeling right now. Nah. You know? Rock out. You gotta be that hype, bro, because it comes back around tenfold. And it's either gonna come back on a shitty timing or it's gonna come back in a blossoming timing. And you know, pause for the pull, please, guys. Pause for the pull. Pause for the breath. If you ain't smoking and joking with me, take a sip of that tea, babe. Because, you know, I've had a cup of tea with y'all so long. Bro, guys, sidebar, I don't even know what happened with my tea. I don't know where they at, but it's gone. My favorite tea bags that I've been drinking on for like over a year, damn near over, like a year now. Gone. I don't know where them bitches at, but they gone. And I gotta find them hoes. I'm crying inside. Anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna bring back the tea because I love sipping on tea with y'all. Fuck out of here, niggas. Pause for the tea. Shit. And I just miss having fucking tea. Like, where the fuck is my tea? Golly. I'm gonna make some tea. I'm gonna have to make some fresh herbal tea. I was using like instant tea, but it was natural instant tea. So I'm gonna have to go back to my making my ingredients and make my own tea. Get my fresh ingredients and my fresh herbs again. It's just so annoying because, you know, instant tea, everything's collected all into one. That's what makes it I bit my tongue. Instant, because everything's collected onto one. Now I had to collect every individual herb and all that shit, so that's what makes it hella annoying. Anyways, yeah, everything is a yin and yang, and that dark feminine energy about me, that dark masculine energy, I feel like it's more of my masculine side. I haven't finished reading about the history of I forgot what dynasty that came from. I want to say, I don't want to misspeak, so I'm not going to say it. I haven't finished reading about the dynasty that it originated from, yin and yang. I have the book actually in my trunk as we speak. My black book. I love that book. I swear to God, I love that book. I forgot where I got it from. I be collecting books from everywhere. I forgot where I got that black book from. But yeah, I love that book so much. It's just a timeline of history. I just love it. Anyways, yin and yang. I think it's displayed, and I think it's more collected as feminine energy, the black of the yin. I mean, shit. Yes, the yin. Nope, the yin is masculine. Yang. Shit, you see, now I'm confusing myself. I have it. I literally have it in my book, and I'm just confusing myself. But anyway, the dark masculine is the dark feminine energy, the black side. Okay, I think it's the yin, but I feel like I'm confusing myself, and I want to say it's the yang, and the yin is the masculine white side. Yes, the yang is the dark feminine side, what is displayed in historical context, and then the yin is the white masculine side. But for me, I feel as if the dark side within myself, the yin and the yang within myself, in my heart, I feel is more masculine, and the lighter side, the yin for me in my heart and within myself is more feminine. That's how I display it. That's why I was fucking confusing myself. And that's how I feel is happening within myself. But it also feels like it's in tandem, you know, they hop and they skip. Sometimes I may display more masculine onto the lighter side of myself, and I may display more feminine into the darker side of myself. It is what it is. Like, it just happens. Like, it just happens. So, you know, I'm finding a balance, because that dark feminine energy is just seeping on through in me, my nigga. Like, I didn't even try to be talking here for this long. I really wasn't. But it is seeping through in me. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it's just the season. I mean, I think it's more so of those feelings that I wasn't trying to feel. But they're active. They're true. And for some reason, they became active again. For whatever fucking reason. Because it was pretty dead in me for a good majority of the year. It was pretty dead in me. Like, since I left the situation, it was dead for me. Because I left the situation, you know? Like, it was dead for me. All of a sudden, this shit just started becoming so active for me. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, but I'm going to just fuck it. Hold truth to it. I love hard as hell. My love is there. It's true as fuck. It's true as fuck. It's true as fuck. It's true as fuck. Like, there's nothing I can do about it but live through it and make the best of it. Right, guys? Like, there's really nothing niggas can do but live through it and make the best of it. I can't wait to go swimming. I'm waiting for the water to be cold as fuck so all these sharks could go away. These fucking jellyfish or whatever. All right. I was told not to swim in the summer anymore because niggas be worried about my safety. Blah 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 blah. And I told them I'm not gonna do it, so I haven't done it all season. But it's about to be my season. I'm about to be in that motherfucking water. Like, I miss that shit. I love being in the water in any circumstance. I love water. So I got my board, and I'm excited. And I just have to better work through my feelings. And those are one of the ways that I work through my feelings and release my feelings, all my emotions. Literally, I go wash that shit off in the ocean. Literally. Bright and early, nigga. I be out there early as fuck, too. Like, I be on some crackhead shit. Like, I would go swimming in a crack of ass in the wintertime. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's something dead ass wrong with me. But these things just help my soul rejuvenate, you know, help me refresh and rebind myself, and help me better assess my feelings, and help me not ignore my feelings and have buildups and have outbursts and ripples effect of shit in my life because I ignored everything. Such a stupid thing to do. But I keep tacking my plate on with shit, and I'm excited because I'm starting to actually display everything I projected onto my being and my livelihood and my lifestyle. Everything is working out into my fruition. I set myself back because of my stupid ass behaviors. Rah, rah, rah. Ripple effect, snowball effect. Okay, let's not ignore those outcomes, all right? If you're going to do what you want to do, stand on that shit. And I did stand on my shit. I absolutely stood on my shit. I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew that it was going to cause shit further. And I just kept going because, you know, my anger just got the best of me, bro. That shit is powerful as fuck. My anger is powerful as fuck. That's why I'm always apologizing, because I know how strong it is. And I know how strong I come off. And I know how much damage I do. I know. That's why I'm always saying sorry. That's why I'm always, like, bowing down. I literally have Japanese culture built within me. Like, I'm always apologizing. Okay? Like, because I know the destructiveness I can do. So, I'm sorry. And I love you. I love y'all. Always. Pause for the poll. I'm mad animated. I don't know what the fuck. I've become more animated lately. Like, I've just now release that shit more and more. Just fuck it. I think it's because I'm becoming sober more and more. Yeah. Yeah. And two, that was part of the reason of that whole ripple effect. The start of that morning, I did not smoke. I haven't smoked for like a day or two, and I was becoming agitated because I wanted to smoke to not think about what I was thinking about. And blah blah blah. La, da, 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 da. As you can see, cast on my hand. Got problems with my job. All because of my stupid ass. Lessons learned, bro. But, and it's like, it's like, it was a wake-up call to remind myself how much damage I actually do cause with my little behaviors. As minor as it is, Leah, it's a ripple effect. No matter what, right? You throw the motherfucking rock in the pond, it's going to make some type of something, a sound, a little something. Like, you're going to see a little ripple, you're going to see bubbles floating down. It's going to cause something. Like, you can't get past it. Even the action and the notion of the rock falling down to the bottom. I'm right. So you gotta just be very aware of those little details and those little minor effects that can cause major effects as well. The minor effects can cause major effects as well. Ooh. All right. That was my last poll. I'm about to go play the game. Catch me on Twitch. I'm gonna put my link in my Spotify. Yeah, I'm gonna put my links in my Spotify. I don't know if I've done it. I don't think I've done it already. But they're definitely all over. Everything's all linked. Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, podcast, whatever. Everything's all linked. Everything's all linked. My website is under construction. I have a website. It's just under construction at the moment. I have to just revamp it, rebrand it, really, because I had it when I was in school, and I was mainly using, like, my portfolio pictures from school. And it's just like, no, I gotta redo the whole thing. And it doesn't take a lot of time, but it's meticulous. It's meticulous work. So, and I'm very all about details. So yeah, get up on that 1000%. For my website. And the website is mainly just so you guys could just purchase items more easier. Like, what else is a website for? But yeah, I'm dropping merch soon. If you follow me on Instagram, because I'm gonna be dropping hoodies first, and like sweatshirts, and then I'm gonna be doing sweatpants. Okay, and I'm only dropping a certain amount, like a very limited amount, because I'm going to be hand sewing these designs onto the shit. I'm going to be hand sewing these designs. So I'm going to be dropping like a limited number amount. And if you catch me on Instagram when I drop it, you will get it. And that's that on that. Like, you ask for it, you get it. I'm not going to really hold shit for people. Yep. First come, first serve. That's really just what it is. So stay tuned for that. It'll probably be like November. Look out, like November, mid-November. Kind of toward after Turkey Day. Definitely after Turkey Day or during Turkey Day. I said during Turkey Day. Around that time would be a good time to like check. Start looking out. I mean, not check. Start looking out. But yeah, I'm so excited because it's something I always wanted to do, and I'm just so excited to do it. So yeah, I just so have those. That's one of my endeavors I tacked on to, and I have to just be focused on that shit, and I have to just stop trying to put shit on the back burner because it's not gonna work out for me. It never works out, guys. Don't stop putting shit on the back burner. Just confront that shit, deal with that shit, and move the fuck on, okay? And I know us, like, ethnic people, not even ethnic people, because I know a lot of non-ethnics that have similar upbringings, you know, and it's just culture, it's just family ties, it's just traditions. Wow. It's just traditions. A lot of people are told to not show your emotions. Your emotions make you look weak. You're a weak ass motherfucker if you have too much emotion. Wrong. It in fact is your superpower, okay? Whatever makes you that emotional, nigga, is your superpower. That's our strength. That's what guides us and leads us, okay? I swear. All right? You don't believe me? It's scientific fact. It's like you could back this up with facts. Our emotions control our behaviors, control our thoughts, controls our actions. So just, you know, we just have to consistently be aware in our endeavors. And that's annoying. And we have to consistently forgive ourselves and others. That's fucking annoying. But it's just the love you want to share and the love you want to give. And I'm done. Over an hour is crazy. 3 is the way to go. 3, 3, 3, 8, 9, 4. Wow.